and welcome to the July Cross Stitching Monthly Challenge Chat. As always, I'm Lisa from Shady Tree Stitches, and with me today we have the wonderful Casey from Semisane.
Hello.
We have Beth Ann from Stitching by Twilight.
Hello.
And Carla from Craft Addict K.
Hi, everybody.
So we've been able to get together and get 4 of us, which is good for the monthlies. And we're going to fill you in on all the wonderful things that are happening in the month of July. So let's get the craziness out of the way first, Casey. What's happening in Semisane this month?
It's not a crazy month this month. We don't actually have very much going on. So first up, we have our July Focus Challenge, which is you pick one whip and you stitch on it. You post a picture every 1,000 stitches and just see how far you can get.
That's a nice, easy one for people to do. That's not too crazy.
It is,
It's
and
one of
it's
my
pretty
favorites.
good when you're wanting to finish a whip.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, next up we have whip days, and we've got some fun days coming up this month.
What's the first one?
First one is July the 5th, which is National Hawaii Day.
All right. What do you guys have for Hawaii Day? Anything come to mind to stitch for Hawaii Day?
Let's see.
I'm putting them on the spot here.
I'm going to share my screen if you don't mind.
That's fine. Go for it.
Well, I'll be sharing mine too.
I think that this young lady here looks like she should be in Hawaii with the flowers and the birds.
Yep.
Oh, she does.
Oh, I love that
She
one.
looks ready for Hawaii. There we go.
Cool. Beth Ann?
I think I'm gonna go with. It's got to load up. My Forever Friends, my 2 kittens,
I like
because that has and it looks like mountains of Hawaii type thing. This is why I want a new
Oh, while she's
computer.
loading that, Casey, what are the rules for this one?
Well, for whip days, it's non-counting, and you can stitch, you don't have to stitch on the item on the day. You can stitch on at any point during the month.
Okay.
Which makes it a lot easier.
And you don't have to do all 4 days either. You only have to do one of them to qualify.
Yeah.
But I like to try and see which ones I can fit into. It's coming. Here it comes. There it is.
Oh, that's so pretty. I
Yeah,
like it.
you
When
could say they have
just
this
finished
adorable.
the 4th page on it.
Yeah.
That is
But
finished.
these mountains and then the ocean kind of
Yeah.
part of Hawaii, and then the pansies aren't Hawaiian flowers, but the colors are very
The colors
Hawaii.
are. Yeah. Cool.
Huh.
Well, I'm a bit of a stretch for this one too. But my Anzac comes to mind because it's got Australia and New Zealand, and then the next sort of islands over is Hawaii. After the Pacific Islands.
That had crossed my mind.
I don't know. Who knows if it would be accepted, but that would be what I have to choose from. What's the next one, Casey?
Next one up is July the 11th, which is World Population Day. So work on a whip that has more than one person in it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Really
an easy
one.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to get my picture loaded now.
That would
All
be
right.
good.
While you're loading, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I worked on this last month. Share. Yeah, good. I worked on this last month, and it's got the mom back here, and it's got the little girl reading her book, and it's Addie's window.
You've got 2 people and gnomes.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's a little wizard. Look, I'm pointing
And a
with
wizard.
my finger.
Yep.
So you can see me pointing at the wizard, right?
You've got 3 little people and 2 real people.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, for me, my nativity. There's lots of
Oh,
people in
yeah.
the nativity, so that would be really quite an easy one for me to do. Beth Ann, have you loaded?
Yep, I'm ready. I'm gonna go for the Pilgrim by Long Dog. I started this in June, and there's a bunch of people in the courtyard up at the top with where the church is. There's like 3 people, and I
This
think
is
there's
one of my starts in December. I'm so excited to start it just by watching you stitch it. Seeing
and
your
I'm doing
progress.
it differently. It's mostly all black, but I'm adding pops of color
Cool.
and stuff, but not bright colors, more muted, dark shades of color. I
Mhm.
love it.
Mm.
Yeah,
And I
you
just
do.
bought another Long Dog yesterday that I'm starting, and I'm
We didn't
Cross
find
it
out if you were doing anything for these days, Casey.
I probably won't be. I don't have
No?
anything that would work for Hawaii.
Okay.
I could for World Population Day. I could work on my Egyptian sampler, which is that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
is that
pretty.
Lisa Wexler?
Yeah. And I'm not liking it because it has satin stitch.
Oh, that's quick and easy.
Okay, so next up is July the 20th, which is National Lollipop Day. And Lucy has put for this, work on a whip with candy. And then candy, Casey, candy.
Candy lollies, she means.
Because everyone knows I love candy.
Ah. Candy.
That's one. I don't know if I have anything with candy.
I have, but I'm limiting myself. I'm doing a weird thing this month of I'm doing 21 in 21. So I'm trying to limit myself to 21 whips. Maybe for the rest of the year, we'll see, try and get some finishes. So 21 in 21 gets me limited because I have my gingerbread houses obviously have candy in them.
Oh, I found one. Ah, all right. I'm going to share my screen. Perfect one for candy and Christmas in July. I got my stocking and there's 3 candy canes right down here in the sand.
Ah, there you go. That worked.
That works.
I love that stocking. That's so fun.
I didn't think I had anything with candy.
Well, I don't have anything in my 21, but luckily we don't have to stitch on all of these to count.
Yes.
Anything for candy for you, Beth Ann?
Yep. Oh. Oops. Hold on. Because it's Christmas in July, I'm pulling crinkles out.
Oh, I like crinkles.
And in this window here, that's the sweets or bakery window. And there's candy canes, plum pudding, and then a gingerbread house that has a ton of candy on it.
Cool.
That works.
Yeah, see, I've got lots of gingerbread houses. I got lots of candy, but not in this current batch. Casey, you love candy. Do you have anything with candy on it?
I have nothing with candy in it, so I'm probably just going to eat candy for
Yeah,
National Lollipop
I'll
Day.
join you in that.
Okay, so next up is July the 25th, which is Wine and Cheese Day. So work on a whip with wine or cheese in it.
I like wine, but I don't think I have a whip that has wine in it.
I do, but I've got to get it up.
I don't either.
I do, but I've just got to get it up. It'll take me a minute. I've got to get into the album because it's full coverage and I don't have a picture of it to show you without going into the albums of No New Stars.
I got one that's got a margarita. It could be wine.
Hey, it's booze.
I don't know. Casey has the authority potentially to say.
Looks like some wine glass type thing. Here, I'll show you, and then you guys.
If it's a wine glass, you could possibly say you've put wine in instead of other stuff.
Let me get rid of this. Okay. All right. So here's my California Dreaming. And on the table, there's it looks like a strawberry daiquiri, and beside it looks like a wine glass.
Yeah, and in your bottle, over to the right, keep coming over to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, down. Is that the bottle?
It could certainly be a wine bottle in my ice bucket. I'll take
That
it.
looks like wine to me.
Yep, there you go.
Cool.
You
I
have
didn't have a
something.
phone stitching on this one.
All right, stop sharing so I can find mine.
Okay, there you go. You got it.
So people watching know it's that when someone shares a screen, no one else can see anything on their screen. So I'm scrolling through and finding my album, which is fine. But as soon as I find my album, I can't I can't find things on my album when someone else is sharing their screen. So I have to scroll through. All right, I'm nearly there. I'll share my screen and you can watch me scroll. That's just, you know, because I'm good like that. I want to make you dizzy. Don't go picking other pieces. See, look, there's my perfect candy piece there, or there, or there.
No, I was going to say, I knew you had some
Over
great
there.
candy.
I have plenty of candy, but they're not in my 21. But
that
my
was
good
a
old
wine
my stitching
bottle.
time, which is also similar to the stitching shelf, has this bottle of wine up here in this top right corner. So that's good because I'll be working on that for Zombie Run anyway.
I have that one that doesn't have this emblem in the middle, but
Yeah, well, you'll have the wine.
That one with the emblem, I'm kind of liking it better. I might have to switch it up.
I love the emblem one with the emblem on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's the whip days. What else we got?
Oh, there is a little note in Whip Days at the bottom.
Mm.
July the 25th is also National Threading the Needle Day.
Oh,
So,
well, I could
fun thing.
do a stitching time for that too.
Okay. Next up is bingo. And I'm pretty sure that the cutoff has closed for bingo now.
Yeah.
But it's basically, it's the same as we always run it. A wheel is spun to show what numbers are drawn, and then you stitch the amounts for whatever version you're doing to mark off the number on your card.
And that's, you're stitching in colours, aren't you, in bingo?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
So you have to
are.
prepare your card and say, you know, these are the colours I want to stitch on in the month, because you work out in advance what whips you want to work on. So I could have done it because I was doing my 21 whips, but I didn't.
They also had added Insane with a Twist, which is mine. So
you're
instead
doing
of stitching the color, I have to stitch the amount of stitches that the number of DMC is. And I've only gotten one number so far, and that's 640. Now, Casey, I have a question. Do you have to stitch those the day that they're called, or can you take your time through it?
No, you can basically just take your time with it.
Okay, good.
I just had to scroll down and double check.
You probably have to do it in order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
I'm working on
they come out, but if it
now.
takes you a couple of days to do one of them, that's no problem.
And I think that's
Yeah,
one of the
I'm
main
working
reasons you guys don't have a lot happening,
the
is because bingo is
640
a
now.
big event.
It is a big event, this one.
Yeah. What else we got?
Well, we've got our scavenger hunt again. It's going on. So basically, keep your eye out in the group and in the events, and one of the admins or mods could post something with a little something, letter or number a bit different or wrong, and then you message Kirsten or Amanda with a screenshot of it, and yeah.
Cool.
And last up is Choose My Whip, which is a Semisane favourite. You
Mine too.
post a couple of options and people vote, and then you stitch on the winner.
Yeah. So you
Can't get much simpler.
That one, I think each week it's something different, or it could be something different. You vote each week on new projects you put up. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. And I think for my week, it was my new start. Let me go grab it.
She had a new start. Did
I
you
had a
use
new
your freebie?
start. It was my freebie start.
Oh.
And it's Folk Witch by Gecko Rouge. So this was the one that won for me this week, and it's already on my lottery stand back there, ready to go.
Ready to be waited, ready to be
I'll
started.
be back there.
Mine was, I actually have it pulled up, my Robin.
Oh, I have been watching progress with this robin.
You're welcome.
I know, even though I'm not in Zoom, I'm watching the pictures come up.
But this was my winner this week.
Cool. Well,
I
I
think
didn't
I
do it
voted
this
for
week.
that.
I'm likely to do it other weeks, but because of the No New Starts challenge that I'll get to in a minute, I couldn't cope with doing 2. So,
And that's the good thing about Choose My Whip is you don't have to do it every week. So yeah.
and you just put your things up before the week starts, and you vote on other people's, and then you know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do it every week? I thought you needed to do it every week to get the
To
entries.
get entries, you do. But if you just want to stitch
Play.
and have fun, then you can do as much or as little as you want.
Yeah. Not all just entries. We can stitch for fun. You've also got alphabet still happening.
Yes, I do. It's not up in my little
No.
current event thing.
Well, there's 3 letters this month I can tell you about, Casey. There's letter N, which started on the 2nd, which is today in American time, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get confused about
I
that.
can't find mine.
O, and then we slide a P in as well on the 30th. So 3 letters, and I'm way behind. How are you going with yours, girls?
I lost mine after letter C. I don't know which project bag it's in, but it's in a project bag somewhere. I'm looking over there where I moved everything, but I haven't come across it yet.
Well, you can catch it up during the year. Like, I think as long as we get it done by the end of the year, it's all good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you doing it, Beth Ann?
Yes, but I stopped after H or I. So I can catch up if I want to, but other shiny things have distracted me. So I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Okay. Well, I'm not giving up. It's one of my zombie run pieces. It's just that I haven't worked on it for a while. So I am back at K. And I know Casey's not doing
caught
it.
up.
All right. Well, thanks for telling us all about Semisane.
So no problem.
No New Starts. It's a new month in No New Starts. We tend to run from mid-month to mid-month, but this week we have just started our whip riff off. This is the second time through the whip riff off, which is awesome. And basically you stitch through your whips 200 stitches minimum, and Natalie posted the first word, which is patriotic. So your first whip you have to tie into patriotic somehow. So do you have anything you guys doing whip riff off? You should be colour, but you're only just home from holidays, so you may not have thought about it yet.
I haven't even thought about it yet, but I do have a patriotic piece I could pull out and do pretty quickly.
Yes, I do too.
Well, let's have a look at your starting point. I don't know if you have anything patriotic, Casey.
Are you sharing, Beth Ann? I'll hold back.
Nope, you can go ahead and share, and then
Okay.
I'll share.
These Van Diemen's tribes keep sending me messages.
Well, some of us aren't.
Oh, I know, right? So I'm going to do Teresa Kogut's This Land.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as patriotic as it comes, and it's quick. That'd be a quick 200 stitches. And I can tie it into something else with the animal or the girl. The girl would tie to my folk witch.
And
so
the bonus of a blue dress.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got a blue dress on, I reckon. It just
Nice.
has red sleeves.
Very good. Yep. So I guess I'll have to find that over there.
Carla's been rearranging her craft room. So, Beth Ann, you got patriotic, yeah?
Yep. Heritage sampler. Can't get any more patriotic than Abe Lincoln and Mary Todd Lincoln, the White House flags, Washington crossing the Delaware, 1776.
And then where do you think you're going to go from that?
Girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's girl dolls and Kringles.
There you go. There's your next connection. Awesome. And there's a bonus for the whips is that she's tied it in a bit. No, that's not No New Starts. Okay, can you stop sharing? All right. So the bonus is if you find anything that's on the list that belongs. So my patriotic is Scarlet House American Homestead Stowing Set. So that one
Oh, I
there
like that.
is patriotic with the American flag, and it has the bonus of the girl with the blue dress.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as I said, I'm working on 21 whips. So I've actually made my connections. I won't read them all to you for the moment, but I've connected all 21 of my whips so far. And then I'm connecting that to Jeanette Douglas's Pins and Needles,
Oh, that's pretty.
because it's also a sewing set.
Very nice.
And then the next connection is going to go to Little House Needleworks ABC, which lovely Carla gave to me, because it's got, you know, scissors in it or spools of cotton or something like that. So that gives you my first 3 connections, and you can use each connection once to connect through. And so just to give you a quick idea, if you are interested in knowing what the bonus words are, all the information.
I got my pen and paper.
Yep, okay. Well, they're all written down for you, Carla, but you've got a mouse, a strawberry, a door, blue dress, star, a bike, a bicycle, or a motorcycle, an arch, a bunch or posy of flowers, a game, an affirmation, the letter J, a pen, pencil, or quill. So anytime you have that, you get a bonus lucky dip for each one of those items. You can have 2 items on the one whip, and you can stitch the same item on multiple whips for entries. So if you have 5 blue dresses in 5 different whips, you're going to get 5 lucky dip entries.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, really cool. So we are trying to reward people for that. So that's
How
what
long
we've got
does this
happening
go
at
for?
the moment. Obviously, we've got the birthday ones happening, which is Mirabilia and Haid for this half of the month. So most people have a Mirabilia or a Haid.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do that, and then that's just a non-counting, or just a, you know, put your start and your finish. And we also have a plan for the 23rd to the 25th. We have an event, Christmas in July. So I cannot tell you any of the details about that just yet. It's a bit secret, but there is Christmas in July coming 23rd to the 25th for No New Starts people. Okay. And there is plans afoot for next year, but I'm not telling you them yet either. So
Very
if
hush
you're wondering,
hush.
enjoy having fun, there'll be fun, and there will be options for people who may have differing needs of No New Starterness. Okay, so people who are currently in No New Starts, who don't want to just do No New Starts, there will be some options that you may actually like to participate in next year. You don't have to leave if you want to start something. All right.
Nice.
So that's where No New Starts is, and I believe Mythological Stitches is going to be back and running with some monthly challenges this month. Some new admins have taken over, but they haven't posted the new stuff just yet. So if you're interested, check that out sometime in the next day or so, and they should have that up. All right. So my goal for the week is actually to stitch all 21 of my pieces for at least the 200 stitch minimums for No New Start. But tying it in with other prompts, I may do a couple more on different ones, and you'll see a whole bunch of double dipping as we move into the daily 30. Beth Ann, what are we doing for daily 30?
Okay, the new monthly event is Christmas in July. And each prompt is 300 stitches or 3 hours for 3 tokens. Each prompt has 2 options except for number 10. If you choose the color option, you can use as many shades of the color as needed to meet the stitch requirement, and also multiple whips if needed. You must choose only one option for each prompt. You cannot mix and you can mix and match, do an item for one prompt and stitch the color for another, but not both for one prompt. No alternate stitches or build a challenge is available, and be sure and explain your choices clearly. Number 1, your first present is, oh, and by the way, we're wrapping presents for Christmas in July. We're Christmas shopping early. Your first present to wrap is a book for Uncle Jim. Stitch on a whip with books or words, or 300 stitches in brown.
Can I just point out, can you point out the bonus before we start?
Okay, the bonus is for every prompt you complete with a Christmas whip, you will receive an additional 1 token per prompt.
Yeah. So the more Christmas whips you can fit in, the better. All right, let's start with Casey.
Oh, my one. So what it was, books or words?
Yep, stitch on a whip with books or words or 300 stitches in brown.
Okay, so my one won't be Christmas, but I'll be working on my Egyptian sampler because it has Egyptian words and the hieroglyphs.
It has Egyptian books too, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, their books were the walls.
Yep.
But yet we got in trouble when we were kids for writing on the wall.
All right, for me, I just had this one out. Where is it gone? I just had it. It's my Little House ABCs that I just showed you guys. Where is it? Here it is. Because there are words. Because of my double dipping with what I'm doing for Daily 30, Daily 30, no new starts. So I'm going to make this one and do 300 for words. Carla?
I am going to do my Addie's window because there's books, but I'm up here in this owl's behind right now. So I'm going to have brown too.
Mine is Christmas Quaker 2 by Bygone Stitches, Songs of the Season. And it has all the Christmas carols, the names of the Christmas carols.
Beautiful.
And I'm loving this one. I'm totally addicted to it. It's a zombie run piece too, so I'll get extra stitches on it this month.
Cool. Well, there's a nice bonus for you. So that's the first Christmas bonus for you. All right, what we got next?
Number 2, little Emily is getting a dollhouse. It's going to take a lot of wrapping paper for this one. Stitch on a whip with a house or 300 stitches in pink.
Casey doesn't do houses. Casey probably doesn't do pink either.
I really don't. Oh, I could work on my Disney villains banner because there is pink.
There you go. You had some pink.
Some pink.
All right.
The Captain Hook's hat, but
I do houses. And I even have a pink house. So even though you're not meant to do both, I could actually stitch on my house in pink thread.
Okay. I am all about the double dipping, so I'm going to use my pink flamingo again, and it's a Christmas stocking, so I can get that Christmas bonus we talked about.
Cool.
I will be doing Kringles because a department store could be a house, but there's a gingerbread house and there's a doll house and there's houses in the train scene up here in this block.
Mhm.
And it's a Christmas whip.
Lovely.
And it's been calling to me, so.
What's next? What's next?
Okay. Number 3, it wouldn't be Christmas if we didn't get socks in the stocking. Stitch on a whip with clothing or stitch 300 stitches in blue.
I got a good one for that. What you got, Casey?
I'm going to do my mini vampire dragon thing because she is wearing clothing.
She's not done yet. I thought you'd be done with her this month.
No, because I was focusing on Guardian.
Oh.
She's now finished. Yay, no more critic.
Lisa?
Oh, Lisa's got to find the picture in her album again. Look, I have many choices for this, but again, with my need to do double dipping as much as possible, I am going to do the clothing that these kids are wearing in my numbers sampler by all our yesteryears.
Oh, that is so cute.
It is. So that's what I'll be doing, my numbers sampler for that one.
I will be doing this one. What's it called, Beth Ann?
Mini Heaven and Nature Sing.
There's a scarf and a hat, and I would say that's Christmas related, right? They're looking at the North.
Definitely.
North Star.
Yeah.
Yep.
Christmas Eve.
Another bonus for Carla.
And
Okay.
I will, again, be doing Pringles because there's lots of dolls and they're wearing clothes. And then you have the Nutcracker up here, the soldier and the little girl. And lots of dolls wearing dresses and teddy bears wearing bow ties. So,
Yep.
and it's a Christmas whip.
So you get extra bonuses for using the same one twice.
But that could change. I could change it if I get into something and don't want to.
Just a precursor for anyone who cares. Everything we say here in the planning can change. You realize this.
For
If you
sure.
watch the end
Emotion.
videos of what we actually stitched, it is often not the same as what we planned.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you watch your videos.
Yeah. But this is just to give you an idea of what we think about and some ideas that might help you, because you might go, oh, I have that one, or I have this one. All right, what are we doing next?
Okay, number 4, Tommy is getting a lovely big cuddly teddy bear. Stitch on a whip with an animal or stitch 300 stitches in orange. Your Egyptian sampler has animals, Casey.
It does. It has a few different animals. It has animals and bugs. It's got birds and scarabs.
Yeah, I love scarabs.
Or I could do my mini vampire dragon thing if they cast a dragon as an animal.
Yep.
Okay.
I have an Egyptian sampler here
Yes.
for you.
I'll take it.
Kitty cat.
Miss Ivy.
Oh my
Ivy's
God, they're
not
so
orange.
big.
Yeah, this is the little one. Okay, sorry. I digress. Anzac by Long Dog. Many animals.
Mini animals.
Okay. I'm excited about this because I should have been working on this, but I'm doing Madame Ice's ornament sets, and I'm working on the walrus, and I'd like to get the reindeer done, and I have plans for this Christmas for my staff. So I want to get it done, and I haven't been giving it attention. So I need to pull that out more.
And another bonus for you as well.
I'm working now. I got to get them bonuses.
I need to start more Christmas whips.
Okay. I will be doing my quick stitch Spirit of Winter Robin ornament by Hayde because that robin is a beautiful animal.
He is. So Beth Ann, you've got a bonus for everything so far, haven't you?
Well, this one I wouldn't necessarily classify as Christmas, so I don't think I would get the bonus for it
No.
'cause it's winter. It doesn't
I don't
really
think
have,
I
I mean, it has
It's got
three,
cranberries.
Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah, it may
No.
not get you the bonus, even though
exactly.
it's Spirit
It
of
may not
Christmas,
get me
but-
the bonus, so
but
I'm
that's
not
okay.
worried about it if it doesn't.
No, fair enough. Hey, that's not a scratching post. That's not a scratching post.
Because it's more winter
All right, what do we got next?
Okay,
What's
Hey.
Christmas. Okay, number 5, computer games are always popular for the teenagers in the house. Stitch on a whip that relates to a fandom. Could be a TV, film, book, or 300 stitches in gray.
Disney fandom.
She's got that one.
Or I could go Stargate fandom.
I'd go Disney just for a bit of variety for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. I hadn't even thought of Disney fandom, but for me, I have two. I have the option of fandom for this one, Among Us, because it's a video game. Plus, it has a Christmas row in it, so that would make it. Oh, would you stop that? No. stop it. So that would do for both.
That's getting in trouble.
Yeah,
I am gonna just go with the gray, I think. And so can't remember the name. How bad is that? It's been a while. So this is by
Highlander.
Becca Griffith. What is the name of this one? Beth Ann, I know you know it.
Walk through the Highlands.
Walk Through the Highlands. Thank you. And I'm all up here in the gray. So
this one's getting in trouble.
Okay, mine is a little, I have this one by Ori TM. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, here it is. It's Willy Wonka. Now, I don't necessarily know if he would be classified as a fandom.
I don't know
Well,
why.
I think
Yeah,
a lot of those
okay.
ones though could be.
So what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm getting the 200 stitch discount for doing the monthlies last month. So I think I'm going to use it for that and just do 100 stitches in gray on my Pilgrim.
Yeah, to cover your bases.
Yeah, just in case. I mean, it probably would, but I'm sort of kind of on the fence about it. Like, is it or isn't it? Because it's not like Marvel or Star Wars or Harry Potter or.
Yeah. But see,
There
like,
is a Willy Wonka fandom.
yeah, there you go. Casey's
There
looked
is?
it up.
Fandom.com. It's Wonkapedia.
There you go.
Beth
I
I haven't
Ann,
say, 'cause
started it.
let's change plans.
the Alice in Wonderland and the
Oz one they
yeah,
have.
thanks, Dorothy. I'm trying to say, I'm trying to think what
Yeah.
she wants. But see, I would
I haven't
classify that.
started that one yet
Well, there you
either.
go.
So
Thanks, Casey, for confirming that you can do Willy Wonka.
thank you.
No problem. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
there's a fandom for
Number
everything.
6.
So.
You're halfway there now. Stop for 5 minutes to take a drink. Is it the seasonal favorite eggnog or just a cup of tea? You might as well grab a biscuit or cookie too. Stitch on a whip with a food or beverage or 300 stitches in white or off-white.
You got it? I saw
Hello.
Casey had it.
I'm going to work on another Disney themed one. It's another Disney villains, but they've got the poisoned apples, which are a food. And you could probably drink the thing in the cauldron.
Mhm.
Oh,
So I don't
that's
recommend it,
awesome.
but
All right. Well, I could do my stitch in time with that bottle of wine that we doubled it from earlier, but because that's actually part of my zombie run, I don't necessarily want to do it. But my Lizzie Kate seasons that I'm currently doing, and I've got some left on these 3 to do. And in particular, I know I've got to do berries. So that would be a good one to do.
I'm going to do my favorite. This is Randall Spangler. Let's see. And it is the Sunday Delight. And that is my favorite dessert right there. By goodness. Good old ice cream sundae on a hot summer day.
Perfect.
it's cute.
There's a theme here. I'm going for Kringles because, again, down in this window, the bakery window, there's all those treats and sweets and things
You're
like
going to make
that.
a lot
So-
of progress on Kringles because you've pulled it up quite a few times this
Well, I'm
month.
almost
You're
done
gonna
with this
finish.
block, so I'll be moving into this section when I finish getting done with the chandelier and the rest of the teddy bears.
Nice. Okay, what's up next?
Okay, 7. Now you've had a rest. It's time to wrap the stocking stuffers for Santa to deliver. Stitch on a Christmas whip or 300 stitches in red.
Casey doesn't do Christmas.
I'm going to be working on Pandemic on one of the red sections because I'm doing diagonal colors.
Oh, cool. That looked really effective.
I can't wait to see that. That's going to look awesome.
All right. I had a Christmas whip in my 21, 12 Days of Christmas by Design Works. So I will be working on that.
Well, you know what I'm working on? Because I said I got to get this done. My Christmas ornaments. And Santa's got red, so that might be what I have to start.
I wonder if we get a bonus because we're working on a Christmas whip for the Christmas prompt.
And if you wanted to do something, Carla, because you need to get those done, that walrus has food in his mouth in the form of a candy cane.
Oh, yeah, he does. I
And
think
Santa's
that the
holding a
ornaments are
copy.
going to get some attention this month.
I
If
will,
Kringles on Christmas July, I'm in
No.
trouble.
not Kringles. It's my Christmas Quaker 2 song of the season. I mean, I could do this either way. I could do the 300 stitches in red, or I could or it's a Christmas whip.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it in DMC 814 and 895. The green. Okay, number 8. You found a lovely artificial poinsettia for Great Aunt Mary. At least you can't kill this one. Stitch on a whip with flowers or trees, or 300 stitches in green.
Mini vampire dragon thing has trees in the background.
She does. Well, my trees are very different to your trees. Nativity has palm trees and flowers.
Your trees are alive.
You could
Okay.
relate that to your Hawaii Lisa in the whip riff-off.
Or could, but I guess
palm
the palm trees. I never thought of putting nativity. Jesus being born in Hawaii.
Aloha.
But hey, who knows? Anyway, yeah, so there's my nativity, and it's a Christmas whip. You tell me that Jesus' birth is not a Christmas whip, and I will argue that.
Well, I'm going to work on Twilight because I am needing a few more stitches for my bookshelf in Full Coverage Fanatics, and they've got flowers there, and he's given her a flower, so
And there's a
that
tree.
works. Knock out 2 things with 1 stone.
Okay, for me, it is not Pringles. Is my ornament, my robin, because the snow-capped pine trees in the back.
I must say, Beth Ann, you give a good perspective for the people who like to be fairly monogamous with their stitching. It's really good. They can get an idea from your choices how you link different things in to get quite a few stitches on a project. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a zombie run piece too.
Cool.
Okay, number 9. When you've almost finished, does the sellotape go missing? Scotch tape. Stitch on a whip with something sticky, or stitch 300 stitches in black. Your walrus, Carla.
I'm saying I'm going to bet Casey goes for black. Got any black?
I have lots of black. I'm seeing if there's anything sticky.
Well, while you're thinking, you got one? Yeah.
I have one. In my Disney banner, the Red Queen has a heart-shaped lollipop.
Oh, I got to figure out where you get all of those Disney ones. That's cool.
Those are awesome. Those stained glass kind of.
Let's see. I can send you the name of the designer.
That'd be good.
That'd be great.
All right. I had to think about this too. Sticky postage stamps.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
can I just point out that the bike down the bottom is a bonus thing for no new starts.
Well, this was my 21 and 21 whip, and I don't have my 21 yet, but he's got a sticky glass of lemonade he's holding right down here in the bottom. He or she, all I know is there's red socks there, but he's got some sticky lemonade. I'll use that. I could use my walrus too with his sticky candy cane.
Okay, I think I'm going to coming out. Kringles, candy canes.
Yep,
Oh, for sure.
definitely.
Well, this isn't like just off the top of my head. I I put them all down yesterday. So I'm like, I've already done some of them already. So
Cool. All right, what last one?
okay, number 10. Sometimes you even end up wrapping your own presents. At least you know it's the right one. You've bought yourself a cross stitch kit. Stitch 300 stitches on a whip of your choice, no color alternative.
So really, anyone could pick anything for that. So what else do you want to do,
And if
Casey?
Yep, and this one I will also do the bonus. The only thing it doesn't have 2 options is number 10.
I would work on my gypsum sampler because that is my new focus piece. So
I'm going to work on my pins and needles because it's the one I'm going to be working on today for the whip riff off. So I may as well just do 300 on it instead of 200. And that will mean that will have my month all sorted.
Talk on that.
Carl is not there. So what do you got, Beth Ann?
I think I'm going to work on Heritage Sampler. It's in the Q-Snap right now, and I've been working on it when I came home this afternoon, and it's been calling to me a lot lately.
Mhm.
So I'm up in this section right here, and then down here. I've already got the house done and most of this. So I really would love to get some good progress and get the top half closer to being done.
And again, 300 stitches on that for the riff off will help.
Mm-hmm.
Carla?
What were we doing? I'm sorry, I had a delivery come.
Right, it's a free choice. So 300
Oh.
stitches on it.
Stitch 300 stitches on a whip of your choice, no color alternatives. It can be anything you want. And
I'll
if
try
it's
to full twitch because that's easy and I already know I'm going to be doing stitches on it, so I'll double it up.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's good. So it's a fun month for the Daily 30.
Yeah.
All right. That then brings us to full coverage Fanatics, Carla.
All right. So full coverage Fanatics actually has a couple of things going on this month that I'm participating in 2 of them anyway. The first one is the Olympics bingo, and they made the bingo boards a little bit different than Semisane. But full coverage Fanatics, they give you prompts on your bingo board and you match your project to a prompt, and it's 1,000 stitches. So for example, they have torch or fire, water, rings or circles. So you have to tie in your full coverage to that and try and make a bingo, and it's 1,000 stitches for each. And if you do a full coverage, full coverall, it'd be 25,000 stitches in the month, which is impressive if you can do it. And the other thing they have going on is the Tour de France that started. So with the Tour de France, you can be different colored jerseys. If you're the yellow jersey, you do all of the events, and it ends up being 3,418 stitches when you're done for the month. If you do a green jersey, you're doing the sprints, which means you'll end up with 1,489 stitches at the end of the month. And a polka dot, there you go, is your climbing, and it's 1,979 stitches at the end of the month. So I'm a yellow jersey. I'm going for all of it.
I'm doing green, and the idea is you're meant to try and stitch the number of stitches for on each day, but it doesn't matter as long as you get the number of stitches total for the green. Are you doing that one, Beth Ann?
I may. I just found out about it now, so I may look into it.
Yep. So I did mine on my Happy Planner and just did the stitches that I needed, and I checked off as I went. And it's, obviously full coverage. It's full coverage stitching. They really frown upon non-full coverage posts because it's a full coverage group. So did I cover that? That's really it, I think, with full coverage for the month.
Okay. And then all the usual ones. Well, that's good. So that's what's happening monthly, guys. There's lots to keep you busy. Plus then there'll be the weekly challenges. Daily 30s are already out, but we'll talk about that in the next video. So thanks for joining us. Have a great July. Enjoy the holidays and happy stitching. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.